Mayong adlaw. Today I wanted to share a few words about the sixth statement of the Gallup survey. There is someone at work who encourages my development. We often talk about talent development and we talk about how important it is. But in reality, we seldom prioritize it in our day-to-day. All too often, development is outsourced by our line managers to HR. It is reduced to generic in-classroom trainings and left to implement at the last minute ahead of our performance appraisals. To change this, we must understand what drives this behavior. It is easy for us to blame individual line managers, to say that they need to develop the leadership competencies so that they can help their team develop. Now, this may be a contributing factor, but I believe the source of the problem runs deeper. I believe it is a result of how our organization was built, and thus the change is we must focus on changing our organization as well as our individual leaders. For instance, we must shape our performance incentive systems to give more focus to people development while balancing the needs of the business today. We must adjust our leadership succession process so that we start by developing career paths based on the readiness of our potential successors rather than the timeline for the retirement of our incumbent leaders. We must expand development career options for our team members by more closely integrating with AP so that your career paths are not limited just to headcore. We must also strengthen the mentoring program that we recently launched to provide greater avenues for development. And finally, we must raise our expectations of all of our managers so that they spend more time preparing for the future by seeking feedback and by crafting long-term career paths for each of you. But we in the leadership team can only do so much. Your development is largely in your hands. We leaders must work to set the environment for your success, but it will be up to you to take the opportunities when they present themselves. This will require that you work harder to develop your self-awareness, to understand what your talents are and what they aren't, and therefore where you fit best and where you don't. This will require that you practice courageous authenticity and speak up for yourself and your team when it's hard. This will require that you look in the mirror and ask yourself, is headcore the place where I want to be now? And is it the place that I want to be in the future? Do headcore's values, culture, and purpose give me meaning? Am I passionate about them? These questions affirm the importance of cultural fit that largely will determine your success and the success of the organization in the future. To create an organization that encourages development, we must all be ready to change. So join me in this conversation about development. Share your thoughts, suggestions, and reactions to this message. Do so by commenting on Agora 2.0 or through the ARC link provided. Thank you very much for listening. Agyamanak kabisig!